beautiful day, headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day, waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day. Tick tock, don't stop. Every little thing, it'll be alright. Flip flop, just drop. Any negativity out of sight. You're gonna reach up high. You're gonna learn to fly. You're gonna live your life. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day, waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day. A beautiful day. Tick tock. Tick tock. Beautiful. Tick tock. Keep your head up. Tick tock. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day, waiting for you.
All right, all right. I am so excited. I'll tell you, there is nothing better than having a wonderful night of incredible people making a difference. Hi, I'm Christine Campbell. I'm your host with 9 at Night, every weekday and night from Monday through Friday, different topics every night. Tonight, it's all about royalty. And we're talking royalty with pageantry, but guess what? It's for those over 60 years old. Senior pageant group has definitely done its mark in making a positive difference around the globe. Right now, tonight, we're going to be talking to the president of senior pageant groups, as well as Miss Senior Vietnamese Universe. And I'll tell you, she is absolutely gorgeous and a dynamo. So we're going to have a wonderful night tonight. Right now, let's get started. And I'm going to have our wonderful president, and that is Mr. Kimsey, James Kimsey. Thank you for being on the show.
Well, thank you very much, Christine. I'm glad to be here. And we're going to get started with Pam. And Pam is a very special lady. We have extreme history that dates back almost 50 years, back when I was a young teenager in Southeast Asia. And we ran across each other and her family. And then we actually met up again years later when I received an invite to attend a Vietnam veterans show that she was putting on at a community center. And Pam was honoring not only Vietnam veterans, but those who had spent time in Southeast Asia in support roles, Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, etc. Entertainers were involved. And we've just struck up a friendship since that time. And of course, she came on board and became our senior Vietnam Universe. And Pam is just an incredible young lady. Not only is she active in the United States, but she's active in Vietnam still to this day. So if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But I think Pam is really, the star of the show tonight.
Well, she is. I do have a few questions, and we'll get with Pam real quick. I just wanted to say this event, it's Miss Senior USA and Miss Senior Universe. Let's talk about some updates, and I'll tell you why, because it's not that far off. It's just a few weeks away.
Well, the biggest update is we signed our television promotion contract as of yesterday.
Excellent.
The interviews began today with Joanne Bechtel, who is our Super Senior Poland. And I'm going to recommend that she be on for next week as well. Joanne is a wonderful lady, but she's in treatment now for cancer. She was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 75. She is actually going to be doing the pageant while taking chemo. And one of the things that she's planning on doing is reciting her philosophy of life and taking off her wig to let everybody know the real her during chemo. She's pretty much lost her hair at this point.
I mean, that is courage. That is so much courage. I just hand it to her definitely for right there. I'm excited. Thanks for the update. And now let's go ahead and get our pageant queen on. I'm so excited. We have, and it's Miss Seniors. It's at the Villages in Florida, November 16th is when the final, and that's at Sharon L. Moore Center. Love the update. Thank you so much, James. So back to our queen. I'm going to add a little bit. Again, she's the current holding title, a Miss Senior Vietnam Universe, and she's also the former Ms. Global Nations Ambassador for 2018. So right there, it's just amazing. And she is in Las Vegas. She's a Vietnamese community leader there. And we have a whole list of things we're going to find out about her. Thank you so much. And Pam, are you there? Just unmute, and there you are. Okay, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. So I am so excited to have you here. Now we're going to discuss a lot of things. You told me briefly right before we got on the show to get ready exactly how you arrived here in the United States, and you've been here for quite some time.
Yes, that's true. I came here in 1974 and I got a scholarship here in the United States.
Congratulations. And you knew James for a very long time. That is wonderful.
Oh, yes, I know him when he was a very young dude.
I love that. And we just all grew up together. I just love that. Now, you are Miss Senior Vietnamese Universe. Let's talk about that. That is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, actually, I was Miss Global Nation Ambassador before, and Kat Ray was our original queen for Miss Senior Universe. And she said, Pam, you belong to us. I said, okay, just hang on. Everywhere she goes, and everywhere they have event, they always invite me. And the first thing she saw me, she said, oh, Miss Global Nation is here. So that's why my heart belongs here. So when I asked him that if I want to come back to you, what do I do? Because I have to resign the pageant. And he said to me, Pam, you are senior, you can do whatever you want. So I said, oh my God, I like that.
I love that. You can be your own boss power woman.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Now, there are many things you have done to make a fabulous difference. And if you don't mind, I want to go through it because it's important that our viewers and those that are watching, because this will be on 9 at Night recordings, and this is a forever video. So it is something where we want to let them know all that you do, because it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still do amazing things. So let's talk about you being a founder of and president of the American Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce, and what you're doing to help with communicate with the Vietnamese from all over different countries and promote their business. Let's talk about that portion.
Yes, 10 years ago, I have a lot of Vietnamese small business. They come to me for help, like reading a letter and filing business license and so on. And I thought about, how about I open a chamber so that I can legally helping them, because it's a nonprofit. And so I did. I opened up my Vietnamese chamber and helping the local, small business here in Las Vegas. Also, the people from out of the country, come here and they want to open a business here in Las Vegas and they don't know where to go. So because I am a friend of everybody from the government, so I said, okay, let me help you with that. So like I'm helping through my chamber, I'm helping the locally and globally, for 10 years.
That is phenomenal. I mean, I just got to give you a big round of applause because that is impressive. I love Chamber of Commerce's, by the way. And with you being the heartbeat of feeling a need, I mean, it's amazing. All the people you touch, that is absolutely, you're leaving a legacy. That's powerful. Let's talk about your next. I got a list about you, okay? Now, you're also the charter president at the Las Vegas Vietnamese-American Lions Club to empower volunteers to serve in the community. So let's talk about that.
Yes, 6 years ago, I was in the Lions Club, belonged to the club like 10 years already. And then 6 years ago, one of the past district governor came to me and said, "Hey, Pam, we don't have Vietnamese Lions Club for the whole, 210 countries. So why don't you charter one Vietnamese Lions Club?" So I said, "What do I do?" She said, "As long as you have 20 members, you are your own club." So I grabbed 20 friends easily. So we have a charter night, and we have the Vietnamese-American Lions Club. And either before that, I served with other lions. So we always go out and help others, and empower the volunteer to help them with the high school students, and even my own children. They have to go out and serve the community to get their points.
Good job. I love that. Now, also, you're a culture ambassador of CNY in the desert. Explain what that is and what you do.
CNY, it means Chinese New Year. It has been 12 years already. And we form a Chinese New Year in the desert. So every year we have a parade with all the Asian culture. And we celebrate Chinese New Year's, the Vietnamese and Chinese the same. So we call Vietnamese, we are a very small community, but I'm the one who always keep the culture going. That's why I am their ambassador for the Vietnam.
Oh, they are lucky to have you, definitely. So I'm just going to go down the list because it's important. I'm so impressed. So you also joined the Asian Pacific Islander Council, and that's APIC, and you're proud to serve as Vietnam head chair. Now, the mission is to create, provide, and operate a Las Vegas-based nonprofit that serves, helps, supports. I think your middle name is Miss Service. Literally, that's what you do. Let's talk about that, the APIC.
Yes, APIC is Asian Pacific Islander Council. So we have 12 countries, Asian countries right now. And I'm representing Vietnam, but they vote me as their head chair. So actually, I'm the head chair of all. So each country, they have their own chair, but I am the boss of them.
To be a boss, you're the power woman. But you have it with a giving heart. I would like you to be a boss of me too, because you are you care. You know what you're doing. All right, so let's go to the next level. Then we have some fun pictures we want to show, and you can tell us all about them. But we have the AANC Goodwill Ambassador and Director Office of Multicultural Affairs for Asian American National Committee. Let's talk about what that purpose is.
Yes, that is just like the Lions Club, but it's global. So we serve anybody, any culture that come to us. We have 48 Asian countries, So, I served the Lions Club before, the APIC before, but the ANC, they gave me the title because they want me to be part of them. So that's how.
Well, I bet they do. Have they given you a Miss Popular Award of Service? It's
an ambassador for them.
There you go. Well, you're a perfect ambassador. And then you're a chiropractic assistant and financial officer at Angel Chiropractic Center. Let's talk about the interest you have with chiropractic.
Well, actually, it's just like a family, I help Dr. Thomas to run his office. And before we do that, the state required the license. So he sent me back to school
Very
for
good.
years to and then take an exam, board exam, to be the chiropractor assistant. But also, besides taking care of this and assistant the doctors, I'm taking care of his book. All the money in and out, I'm the one who said, okay, do it, okay, not do it.
So you're also the trusted one. I mean, you have so many character traits that are so incredible. I love it. Let's talk about you becoming the recipient of David Chow Humanitarian Foundation Award in 2021. That's a huge feat.
Yes, during the COVID time, everybody got locked out, but I have patients who have COVID, so I like to help them by buying, honey, lime, lemon, and ginger, put in their door and text them, hey, you have to mix with the hot water with these things and help you, to get better. So I've been doing that. And then somebody, I don't know nothing about, nominee or get award or whatever. But somebody just send my information to the David Chow Award Foundation. So all of a sudden, I haven't been in my office for like 6 months because, no need to go back to the office. I can work at home, Zoom and everything. And then one day, I have a meeting with some client. So I came to the office and I got stacked up mail. So I kind of opened and threw away all the junk mail, and I threw that envelope to the trash can. And I said, now, wait a minute. This look like, trash, but I just tried to open it to see what happened. Usually I just tear them up, but that one I did not. So I opened and there was a check for $5,000.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
they said that they want to help me with the work I do. So I was so happy that, all my work got recognized.
that is amazing. I mean, aren't those little nice surprises just make your day, make your life? I love that. Wonderful little tender mercies, I call them. And now James mentioned in our little chat that all senior pageants started with Lenny Kaplan raising money for his Lions Club in 1970s. Wow, the Lions Club was a starter of, and an individual made a difference, and that's why we have the senior pageants. Isn't that cool? That's way cool. I have some beautiful pictures of you. I just want to show off. And I just love the smile. Look how dignified you look on here. Just beautiful. And then I have another one for you. Let's discuss these photos where you are at. Look how beautiful you are.
Thank you. The first one is the one that I help fundraising for the senior at Christmas time at the M Casino. And the second one is just like a photo shoot with my national custom at the Venetian.
Beautiful, just gorgeous gown. Oh my gosh, that's just gorgeous. Just a queen, which you are. I like this one. Where are you here?
This one is in Cote d'Ivoire. Went to Cote d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast in April. So, I'm just kind of posing the picture as the queen at Miss Senior Vietnam Universe.
Well, you definitely fit the part. Just absolutely beautiful. So what I want to do is basically just sit here a little bit. Now, did you say that you have children?
Yes,
Well,
I have children.
How many?
4.
Oh, wow, very good. And what are they doing? I bet they're proud of their mom.
The oldest one is a businessman, and he is in China. And the second one who is serving the U.S. Navy. And the third one is working at the chiropractor with me. And the youngest one is a VIP host for Omnia Club in Caesars.
Excellent. You're such a good mom. Your children are just sounding like they are very successful, and I bet they just adore you. What's next for you? You're doing these amazing things. Do you have goals like the next 2, 3 years? Let's talk about that.
Well, as you know, that I'm going to Vietnam tomorrow, and I have a little bit more than 500 orphanage that I've been sponsoring them for the last 6 years through my Lions Club. And that's why they said, Mom, the COVID is over. We need to see you. So that's why I'm making a trip to Vietnam, and also the next 2 years. I belong to a group that we are going to be a whole city of healings. They call medical tourism here in Las Vegas. And we have been talking to all the government officials, and right now we just need to get it done as soon as possible. So we bring the people from all over the world here to heal.
This is the photo you sent me, and you said they did this for you.
Yes, they as soon as they hear that I'm coming, and they want to see me on the 22nd of October. That was the day after I arrived, because they are like 2 hours away from the city. So they make a banner for me, and they put it up, and they put one picture as a queen there. And I'm bringing, some of my friends, the Filipino friends, and one of them are the producer for the movie he making right now in Vietnam. So he will join me to go and visit them.
This is such a beautiful photo, a tribute to you and all your work over there.
Yes.
I am so impressed. How long are you going to be in Vietnam?
10 days. I'm leaving tomorrow. I come back on the 29th.
Is that a long flight? Is it like
Actually, I'll only be there for 7 days, because travel will take me 3 days.
3 days of travel?
Back
Oh
and
my
forth.
gosh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful photo.
Yes.
Well, I am impressed. I love it. Do you have like hobbies? Do you have time to have a hobby or something you like to do for fun?
My hobby is go help others. We serve. That's my hobby.
I love that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention, what was the recipient of David Chow Humanitarian Foundation? What was that for?
I think they have the foundation, and they every year they find somebody that they can give out the award, like money, like kids go to school and have a good grade, or I don't know much about that foundation, but when I Google it, that's what it is. They every year they go out and look for like 20 people so that they can give.
Mhm. That is beautiful. Now let's look at your background. That's why I made you really big on this screen. But where is that? What is that picture of?
It's in my house studio.
Oh, but what is the picture of?
Picture of the city of Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure when we were talking if it was something else. I looks familiar, and I thought maybe it's in Japan or in Vietnamese or something, Vietnam or something.
This is the city of Las Vegas. We have the Paris. Let me move my hand.
There you go. Okay, now I see it. Very good.
Pizza Palace. You know.
Have you been on that big Ferris wheel?
Yes.
And you would say that's a good thing to try out, right?
Yeah, you can see the whole city.
Okay, you got Vegas, you got all of these favorite choices of foods because it has a lot of delicious food restaurants. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pho. Beef noodles.
Very good. I love beef noodles. Very good. Do you have a favorite dessert?
Dessert is the durian smoothie. That's what I want.
That is fun. See, isn't this fun? There's nothing to get nervous about. We're just having chit chat, and you are just such a gracious queen. I absolutely love it. What I wanted to just ask is we have we have just, there's just a few more weeks before you go to Florida for the finals as the opportunity to win Miss Senior Universe. And with that, does Miss Senior Universe have a talent? Do they have to perform a talent?
Well, Miss Senior Universe have a lot of talent, and her heart is about the helping other people. I am not trying to compete because, I try to be support, whoever become the Miss Senior Universe. I don't see my picture there because that will be a lot of work for me.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm rooting for you. That's it. I'm just rooting for you. It's nerve-wracking sometimes, isn't it? To go through stuff. So it takes courage and strength. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I am 66 in November.
No way. No way. It looks like you've had like 20 years younger. Oh my gosh, you just got beautiful skin, a beautiful smile. Yeah, I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much. And now James is helping out. James, well, I'm going to bring you on because I want you to share a little bit of what we're talking about. So why don't you just come on and join us, James?
Hello.
Oh,
So, Pam is able to not only do a talent, but she's able to do a presentation of her history in Vietnam and what she does. So, Pam, remind me of the name of the song that you were looking at the last pageant. It was
I am Vietnam.
yeah, Come Back to Vietnam or something like that. And
I
you
am-
were giving a presentation.
Yes.
And then Pam, in addition to Senior Universe, is qualified as an international entry to also be our next UN ambassador, because we have a UN ambassador for International Women's Day. And so Pam is actually qualified for that. The person in charge of appointing those is actually from Asia herself. Her name is Anju Pandey, and she's with the UN Women's Group. And so Pam is uniquely qualified for that position as well. The last one who held it is Galen Sahir, whose families come from both Egypt and Israel. And then before that was Cherie Kidd, and before that was Elizabeth Perti, who was raised in Spain. And so Pam is very, very uniquely qualified for all of those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. And look at Miss Humble Pie. I mean, you just glow because your heart is bigger than everything. And you deserve this. You seriously deserve this. You've done so much. It's your time, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Well, I'll tell you, James, there's a few more weeks before this pageant that you're having now as president of senior pageants group. I'm getting it out because there's a lot of different titles that you carry. It is phenomenal how you didn't mean to be president, but you were sponsoring other people, and then all of a sudden it came across and you did it, and you are doing such a fabulous job.
I think some might disagree with you on that one, but it's not me doing the job. It's actually the ladies like Pam that tell me what they would like to do, and I try to make it happen. I'm more of a doer behind the scenes. My official title is token male. I'm the only guy in the entire pageant organization, other than the magazine owner Carl, and so I'm basically the token male. I do. If you'll pardon the expression, Connie says it best. I'm a swimmer in the estrogen ocean.
But you know what? You swim well. You tread very well.
I tread water very well, yes.
You do. And so it's impressive. And what's exciting is the pageant is right in the villages where it's a senior community anyway, and you are getting the talent from the villages themselves to open up for the pageant. I'm so excited.
That's correct. The opening number is going to be an amalgamation of the twirlers, the cheerleaders, the drum corps, and an all-women's color guard. And so we're working on it. Actually, tomorrow we're rehearsing and we'll be filming that as a part of our podcast and our Zoom call.
Oh, that is excellent. So I am excited. Now they're over age 60, right? Or is it 50 and up?
Actually, they're all over 60. And I think the oldest marching twirler is 84.
I love it. I mean, why not twirl? I live to be 100 and twirl, or do cheerleading stuff. You know, get a pom-pom and start rooting for somebody, right?
Well, the oldest lady is the same age as our super senior Barbara Reinke, our super senior universe, who won with a twirling routine. So it's kind of interesting that Barbara has been twirling for, well, since she was young, and I think in almost 80 years now. And so she's actually ending her pageant career at this point with the twirlers. The only thing left for Barbara to do is the Grand Dam title when she turns 90.
Wow. Now, how old is Barbara?
Barbara's 84.
That's so exciting. We have life till we don't. You know, it's endless. I love it. And those in the 60s, like Pam, she's just a babe in the woods. You got so many other years to tell the guy, James, what you like.
Well, the interesting thing about Pam is at the age of 67, she's got more energy than people 1/3 her age. And she goes constantly. She's like the ever ready bunny with no wind up. Yeah, I think her poor doctor probably asked for a break because Pam drives him hard. You know, you must do this. You must make money. You must, if you see 5 people, you can see 6. And so yeah, Pam drives. When we did the Vietnam Veterans Day event, we had so many people involved at the community center at Anthem in the Las Vegas version of the Villages that it just went literally all day long. And we had people that were entertaining and people that our senior universe was one of the MCs with Pam. And it just kept going and going and going. And with the dignitaries and the councilmen. And it was just an amazing event. And I'm sure Pam's going to do something like that again. Here in Orlando, we're expected to do the Veterans Day Parade with some of our ladies as well. So we'll be doing that here while Pam is in Vietnam and then coming home. And so Pam's got a lot of traveling to do because she's coming back from Vietnam, but then she has to travel another 3,000 miles to get to us.
Wow. That's a lot. I hand it to you, Pam.
I only be there for the final because between travel to Vietnam and work, I cannot take so many days.
Well, it's going to be a well-deserved final. I'll tell you, you can just do your best and smile and show your heart.
That's all I need. I just need to smile and wave.
That's all you need to do. That little practice. Get a glitter glove. Hey, James has it down. Very good. I love it. Well, I can't wait to meet you in person, Pam. I'm so thankful that you came on tonight. It's such a joy to meet you, an incredible woman of strength, courage, stamina, and heart. And my day has been lifted because of us meeting. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and move on. We have such an incredible time here. I can't believe it. Everybody that's making a positive difference with our gorgeous Pam. Look at this, just gorgeous. And it's all about royalty every Tuesday night at 9 at night. And the website is misseniorusa.com or seniorpageantsgroup.com. They all lead and will include Miss Universe information too. That's November 16th, 2022 in the Villages in Florida. With that, James Kimsey, thank you very much for all that you have done to help bring our wonderful royal guests on with us tonight and all that you add to make this all happen. So with that, we sure do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll see you at the next. It's all about the royalty.
You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way.